You know, folks, sometimes when I hear some of these stunt Republican Party, especially those MAGA heads, come online and just say some dumb stuff like, oh, the Republican Party is God's party. The Republican Party is the best party. They always put family first. They always doing this. They are working for the benefits of, the family unit. And then we see some of these policies that these guys are putting in place, especially when it goes against those in the LGBT community. You start asking yourself, is it really, really true? Or do these guys really understand? Or they are just flat out dumb? Hey folks, John here. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to This Will My Take. But the headlines meets real talk, folks. How you guys been? You guys good? Folks, I know that I've been gone for a couple of days. I'm still going through treatment for sciatic nerves, and it's crazy. The pain is excruciating. I wasn't and still sitting down like just with some pain on it, but we got to keep it going. We got to keep the platform going because I do have a goal to build this platform to the heights of some of the major platforms, Now, folks, there's something I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about the secret gay scandal situation that is going on in the Republican Party. Yes, your party that is all about, oh, we are family based, oh, we are this, we think that the gender should be male and female, oh, so on and so forth. Yes, they have gay scandal that is actually exploding in it right now. So we are going to talk about that. But before we do, please do not forget, help the platform grow. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and turn on your notification, folks. And in a couple of, next month, I will be rolling out, man. If you want to support any way financially that you can, because I'm trying to set up a major studio. I'm trying to make this big. I will leave a link for you to do that. And I appreciate you supporting this channel so far. Let's get into it, folks. So somebody sent me a link to an article and I was reading, and the hypocrisy that exists within the Republican Party, it's crazy. How many times have you seen somebody in the Republican Party come out and say, oh, we are a party for family values. We are a party for this. We are a party that is not going to let a man take a piss in a female's bathroom. We are this, we are pro-this, we are pro-life. And then folks, in the cut and the low, there are a whole lot of Republicans, especially congressmen, who are actually openly gay. They are attending secret gay organizations and parties. Trust me, I have nothing against any person being gay. I have everything against any person being a hypocrite and acting hypocritical in public, whereas that is what the flow with. You feel me? Now, there is an article that I want us to take a look at. And this article, folks, from M Plus exclusive. And this article reads, folks, secret gay sex scandal explodes in Republican Party as closeted congressman who is engaged to a woman is accused of sordid double life. Living a double life is none of my business, folks. Like I said, I don't have any problem with any person's sexual preferences. You can do whatever you want to do. I believe that. That is your free will. You can choose whoever you want to love. But this is the thing, though. When you are out in public calling the kettle black, but then you go behind the scene and using that kettle to make coffee for yourself to drink, folks, that is a problem. And this congressman, they're saying, is married to a woman, and he is living a double life. So he's going home to this wifey, which, if you ask me, knowing who Republicans are, I do personally think that this so-called congressman's woman definitely knows that he is gay. And because it's a power thing, they want to stay in power. They want to make money. She is just riding with it. I get the strong feeling deep down in my soul that she knows that her husband is gay. And as such, she's just keeping quiet as long as the good life rolls in and the power comes in. You feel me? So you might be asking yourself, who might this congressperson be? A whole lot of stories have come out about Congressman, Lindsey Graham, man. We all know him. The man from South Carolina, the man who flip-flops way more than. But let me say this. A couple of years ago, I actually did read an article about this man's life. And like I said, I have nothing against any person being gay. The problem is, do not be a hypocrite while you're at it. Let's read the article, man. It says, a secret gay sex scandal has rocked the Republican Party as married men, not just men, and a sitting member of Congress have been accused of sleeping with male escorts. Ooh. Even as their party thunders about traditional family values. These folks are liars, folks. I don't know. There's something about the GOP that once I know that you are in the GOP and you take a certain stance, I know the party politics is happening in America right now. It's not about what is real. It's not about what is right. It's about the party staying in power. This kind of thing that happens in Africa. In the candid interview, young muscular sex workers in Washington, D.C. described a booming business fueled by Republican officials, from state lawmakers and high-powered lobbyists to federal government staffers, and at least one congressman. Bro, I would say this. This is not anything surprising to me. Because most of these folks, if you go down, like you could get down to the nitty-gritty, some of them have, they give this vibe, this energy. I don't know about you, but I remember when they were laughing at Pete Buttigieg and they were making fun of, especially those in the Republican Party. And to have this, I want to see some names. He says the revelations come as the GOP faces renewed scrutiny over its hypocrisy on homosexuality, publicly championing the traditional nuclear family while privately indulging in the very behavior many Republicans denounce. This sounds like something that folks in the MAGA know much of. Like these guys they will condemn something, but then when you tell them about one of the person actually indulging and saying certain things, they'll be like, nah, it's not, kind of like they will use the Bible to condemn something. And then when you point at one of their leaders, one of their influencers doing the same thing, they will backtrack. Kind of like the Bible doesn't, it is crazy. And let's keep reading. One DC-based male escort described having a 2-year relationship with a certain Midwestern congressman who, during that period, had multiple serious girlfriends. Once again, this man's sexual life is none of my business. Do not be a hypocrite about it. So the 29-year-old sex worker with boy next door looks described dinners at downtown DC eatery Buttersworth, a popular MAGA hunt, followed by a late night. He told the Daily Mail, on the condition that neither man was identified. The unnamed lawmaker is closeted, cautious, and carried the weight of a public image that left no room for who he really was. The escort said, "We can already guess who this man is. It's getting difficult to ignore the dissonance between the man I know in private and the votes he cast publicly." He said the Republican is now engaged to a woman. Folks, another escort, a 35-year-old with chiseled future and a bodybuilder's physique, was also candid. He described officials in the federal government, a state senator, and a lobbyist amongst his clientele list. Folks, I want to ask you guys something. What's really up with this GOP members? Now, when you see them come on in front of the camera and they are championing this and that, calling this evil, using the Bible, and then you get stories like this. I pray that we get to know who these folks are. I do pray that we get to know who these folks are. And I've read somewhere that, the Lindsay Lohan, the Mike Johnsons, and so many of them are, in the closet. Folks, hey, I read somewhere. You feel me? Let's just make that clear. This world is complicated. And sometimes I think it's best just being yourself than trying to associate yourself with the Republican Party and then get taken down like this, because whatever is done and hidden will come up to light. Do not forget to subscribe. Blessed.